Hey everybody, pizza with friends, day 25. I do the numbers, but my hands are full. Sorry, it's nighttime. We had to do a bunch of meetings and stuff today. We were kind of busy, gonna do the day one. Pizza with friends, day 25. Stay tuned. Everybody, guess where I'm at? Biology. What are we doing? Giving pizza to our friends. Pizza with friends, day 26. Here we go to biology. Pizza with friends, day 27. Here we go, giving pizza for our friends. It's been a crazy weekend, just busy with all this stuff. But you know, we said we're gonna be doing pizza with friends for 30 days, and that's what we're doing. Our commitment to our community. Here we go. Boom, boom, shakalaka, shakalaka, what's up? Look what I got. Yo, check it out. Pizza with friends, day 26. We got our pies. Hey, we're not giving up to our commitment. We're gonna go all the way. Pizza with friends, day 26. What's up? Grabbing our pizza and heading to find our friends. Today's kind of like a fast day. We're just gonna grab the pizza. We saw already some people outside. Sun's going down, been busy all morning. Knew we had to do pizza with friends today, so that's what we're gonna do. So short video today, but we'll talk about some serious issues in the studio. We're actually waiting for some boba tea. I got some pizza for our friends. Let's go on an adventure looking for some friends that are kind of hiding in the jungle. Wanted to help some people out, man.
I always come along and I always like.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Well, God bless, man. Hopefully everything stays right. Yeah. No worries. So we just found a couple friends in the jungle. It doesn't take much to understand what's going on and to establish that rapport. Pizza.
Everyone loves pizza.
Everybody loves pizza. But if nobody tries, nothing's gonna change. But if nobody tries, nothing's gonna change.
But if nobody tries, nothing's gonna change.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Pizza with friends. It's day 27. I haven't made a video for 25, 26. We got footage. We just haven't put everything together, and it's really because we've been really busy lately, doing a bunch of forums, briefs, spreading the word about compassion, small acts of kindness, and trying to change the world. Working on a bunch of projects, but we want to stay true to Pizza with Friends, so we did go out every single day and engage the community, engaged really families that are out there that are struggling, and making sure that they have a hot pizza pie to call dinner. Last night was pretty interesting, and I'm pretty sure you saw it in the footage. It was pretty late, and we still caught people sleeping without eating, and it's hard seeing that, especially with families that have children. So I got with my team and told them what's going on and how I wanted to talk about serious issues and stuff, and I'm really trying to think of things to talk about so the community could see what needs to be done and what is being done and how things aren't working. And there's a lot of programs and people out there trying to help. Are they doing their job? I'm not here to judge them, but we still have people living on the streets, and regardless if they're transitioning homeless or chronic homeless, there's still people that are homeless, and they may not have the opportunities or know the opportunities that are out there to get to that next level, to get out of their situation. But let's talk about a program that's out there that kind of helps people and address homelessness in the communities. So back in the Bush administration, they had the Housing First Act that came out, right? was a great opportunity to help our homeless in the community, and this was mostly stateside, but a lot of agencies, especially government agencies and federal agencies, have adopted this idea called Housing First. So Housing First is basically, I see someone on the streets, and if they meet all the requirements for that program, they house them. In essence, it's a great program. You get people off the streets and into homes where, they can bathe, they can sleep without being bothered. They have their security and privacy and everything, especially if they have kids. But the reality is that we're not addressing issues that cause them to be homeless. So in a lot of the shows, we talk about systemic issues, whether it's barriers or lack of information, lack of identification, substance abuse, and the list goes on, right? Helping the people that I have helped, whether it was with their mental health issues or with homelessness, there's always a root to the problem, how it all began, how it all started, all the contributing factors. And that's things that the Housing First program does not take into account. So if we really want to get to the root of the problem, we need to find the root, and we need to address the root of the problems that our people, our community are dealing with, whether it's substance abuse, relationships with their families, whether it's your nuclear family or your adopted family. Out here, especially here on Guam, there's a lot of different cultures that are out here. Mostly it's the Micronesian culture that really is heavily here on Guam, and that culture is very deeply rooted into family. And sometimes, when you have all of these problems and these issues, and you break these constructs we create through our culture, a lot of times, the dominant side of the family would push you away, and you have to fend for yourself. And a lot of these individuals, don't know what to do. So they turn to alcohol, drugs, they get even more depressed, they isolate themselves, and once again, the list goes on. And those are things that compound that situation, and they eventually go homeless. And when you engage with these individuals and you don't, and it's quick, a lot of times, you're not going to get everything. And you really have to commit yourself into engaging with, our friends or these individuals that are living on the streets, with compassion, with care, to establish that rapport so they could open up to you, because they don't know you from anybody else. Would you tell anybody your deepest, darkest secrets or what's really bothering you if it's, so traumatic for you that, this is your lifestyle now? No. So we need more work. Going to school, they teach you all of these methods on communicating with individuals, and it's all formal. But in all honesty, all you have to have is genuine concern and compassion, and engage with that. Ain't nobody gonna, get mad because you just want to help people. They'll probably ask questions why, but you're a human being trying to help another human being out. That's powerful. That itself is powerful. The other day I was delivering pizzas with my family, and we had the kids in the back, and I was like, sorry guys, I have to go, give some pizzas to our friends. And it just so happened to be a pretty large family that was just living in a pavilion. And I went down, and there was already a car there, and realizing that, this idea of helping other people is spreading. And it may not have been from Pizza with Friends. It may have been just, people genuinely care and want to help people, and that's not their job. I don't work for a government agency or whatever. I just go out into the community and try to use the skills that I've gained through the military and being a social worker to get out there and help others. And meeting this individual in the car, he was just like, oh, pizza. And, you know, it was dark, so I couldn't really see anything, but coming to find out, they were giving them food, and it was just enough. But, you know, they had kids there, and the kids wanted pizza. And if I could bring a smile to them, that's what I want. You know, give them hope, uplift their spirits, make them realize that they're human beings too, that they're just not, you know, statistics that's living on the street. I thought that was powerful. And I really want to bring that to light. You know, we could house our friends that are out there, but we need to work on why they're out there. You know, mend the wrongs that we have that's led us out there, whether it's, you know, a broken relationship with our families, our friends, and everything, because, you know, the people here on Guam, they're all about, you know, family. Family's a big thing. And once we lose family, we lose our identity, we lose ourselves. So how do we mend those things, you know? Individuals that are struggling with substance abuse, like, it's a very hard thing to heal from, especially when, you know, you've just had that high for so long that you don't know what being normal is anymore. And we have to get to that point, and it takes a lot of therapy, it takes a lot of, you know, classes and sobriety to get there. You know, we have individuals that, you know, regardless of the situation or what happened, like, they struggle with addiction, and they've been struggling with it for years. And just telling them to stop and go cold turkey, it's not always going to work. And in some cases, it kills them, literally kills them. So it's very hard for, you know, somebody, you know, to get help like that. But we should still try to help them. And there's tons of programs out here and, you know, out in the country to help individuals like that. When it comes to individuals with alcohol issues, same things with substance abuse. You know, they have to, you know, commit to getting help and being committed with that help, and it's going to take time. Individuals with depression, isolation issues, PTSD, all those mental health issues, like, you know, it takes therapy to get to that better state of mind and time. And, you know, I meet a lot of individuals, you know, we want to prioritize things like, okay, let's go prioritize getting, you know, our homeless homes, or a place to stay, or vouchers so they, you know, they have a place to stay and everything. And, you know, it's a good idea, you know, but is it really worth it? Is, you know, because, you know, a lot of these programs are either federally or locally funded, and a lot of times, you know, they go in and out of the program and then back into the program, and, you know, that's money that we could have, you know, used for somebody who was committed to it, right? We're not addressing the systemic issues that you know, that's there. And Guam, here, this island, it's really hard to starve to death. There's food everywhere, you know, and if people say otherwise, like, you really haven't looked. With all of these restaurants and stuff out here, secretly, they're giving their food away. Like, at the end of the day, that's still food, it's still edible. You know, there's all these people that are going around, like myself, Pizza with Friends, what's up? We go out and help our community by feeding them. There's other organizations and people that are doing it, which is awesome. I wanted to document all of this so people can see, like, different perspectives, but really get insight of what's happening in our community. You know, staying away from a lot of the media coverage that's negative towards our people that are struggling. You know, we have soup kitchens and organizations that feed our homeless regularly, that go out and make sure that they're okay. And it's only the ones that isolate themselves that can't be seen that we truly worry about, because they aren't getting any home. We have individuals that are street homeless, right? They're on the streets panhandling, and, you know, they're trying to live their life. And then there's individuals that find deep, dark holes, caves, going into the jungle and isolating themselves and struggling alone, when that's not who we are. Humans are very social animals, and we want to communicate, and it's only in these deep, dark recesses of our minds where we don't want that. or we think we don't. It's because we're dealing with a lot of emotional issues and we feel like no one's there to help us. But there's tons of organizations, tons of services that are out there that want to help. And I can't speak on behalf of the services if they're good or they're bad, but they're there. And we should at least try. Here's a good resource. There's an organization out there called Give an Hour. It's made up of a bunch of clinicians and counselors. You could find them at giveanhour.org, and they give 1 free hour of counseling. And let me tell you, whether you believe it or not, talking with an individual will definitely help because you're expressing and letting it all out, but you have to be committed to it. And then, eventually, if time permits, is, getting professional help and seeking, services like that. One issue and one barrier, that I find people a lot in, I've definitely found myself in, is asking for help. Asking for help is probably the hardest step you need to make, whether you're in whatever situation, mental health, homelessness, addiction. It's hard. But once you make that first step, you need to be committed to it. Committed to getting help. Because help is out there. And we need to believe it. And once you get that help, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a struggle. And you just have to stay committed. It's really reframing our minds to think of the positive instead of the negative. Yes, there are people out there that have, experienced a lot of traumatic events. I'm not going to judge you or tell you otherwise on it. But what I can say is that if you keep everything inside, it's just going to eat you alive. It's until we express these emotions, these feelings, and process them and get it out of ourselves, can we really feel change. There's a lot of people that are out there that are struggling, that are suffering, that are dying. And we need to be committed to making that change within ourselves. Whether it's to help people or to get help ourselves, we need to make a commitment. And until we do, the day will continue on how you've been letting it. So if you're watching this and you know somebody, or you're somebody who is struggling themselves, get help. There's nothing wrong with getting help. Nothing at all. Tons of resources and services that are out there. If you're seeking any sort of service because of your current situation or your condition, please, by all means, look for the help and get it. You can also comment below. We'll send you some contact information to help you out. Live love, share love, man. Until next time. Thanks for watching Pizza with Friends. Day 25, 26, and 27 all put together. Hopefully this video has helped somebody out there. Thanks for listening, guys. We're not done. Still have 3 more days of Pizza with Friends. It's going to be a big one on the 30th. And you'll see more of me because I'm not done yet. See you guys.